Well, good evening. Welcome to tonight's bedtime story with me, your host, Pastor Michelle. So tonight's story is brought to you by this book, and then the story is centered around the Disney movie The Rescuers. So tonight's story is titled Miss Bianca's First Rescue. I apologize for sneezing. That was very rude of me. But anyway, there's stuff in the air. Anyway, so I apologize for that sneeze, but let's get right into it. So this is Miss Bianca's first rescue. So let's listen to tonight's bedtime story. The headquarters of the Rescue Aid Society was buzzing with activity. Mice from all over the world had gathered together for an emergency meeting. The chairman of the society had to shout to be heard over the hubbub. "Attention, delegates," he cried. "I have called this meeting because a canine urgently needs our help." He clapped his hands. "Mice scouts, bring in the distressed doggie." 2 mouse workers hurried into the room, leading a small dog with a long body and short little legs. His head was stuck inside a dog food can. Suddenly, the door to the meeting room flew open and a pretty little mouse walked in. She wore a fashionable coat and expensive perfume. "Oh, excuse me," she said. "I seem to be in the wrong place. I'm looking for Micey's department store." Then she noticed one of the mice holding the can opener. "Dear me, what are you doing to that poor dog?" "The dog is quite stuck, I'm afraid," the chairman told her. "But don't you worry, miss. We have this situation under control." The glamorous mouse pushed up her sleeves and marched over to the dog. She kicked the top of the can 3 times, and she gave it a swift twist to the left. The can popped off. "Hooray!" the mice all cheered happily. The little mouse smiled. "That's how I open pickle jars at home," she explained. "Well, I best be on my way." "Ah, Mr. Chairman?" a voice piped up from the corner of the room. It was the Zambian delegate. "Yes," said the chairman. "I like to nominate Miss, the delegate looked at the pretty mouse. "Miss Bianca," she told him. "I like to nominate Miss Bianca for membership in the Rescue Aid Society," he said. The chairman turned to the rest of the mouse delegates. "All in favor, say aye." "Aye," all the mice cried. "A roof," the dog barked happily. I made my dog bark. Okay, sorry. Miss Bianca smiled. "Well," she said, "I suppose miceys can wait for another day." And so, there you have it. Someone was able to come to the rescue with the rescuers. So, I do hope all of you are doing as well as you can be during these times. Just know that we are going through all this together. These are definitely strange times that we're living in, but it gives me hope to know that we're not alone. And so, God bless you all and sweet dreams.